Rise and grind, gamers. My name is Tetsyumi, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Terraria Infernum Mod. I said mod, I meant to say mode. Infernum Mode playthrough, although you know what? This is still the Infernum mod, so I guess either one would make sense. But welcome back. Once again, we're starting things off a bit weird. As you guys can see, we are currently not at my base going over like our wall of appreciation or episode to-do list or anything like that. You can see, once again, we're running across our world trying to get some of our world discovered here, because in this episode, I don't have that much time to record. Hopefully, though, we can still get done a few things, because at the very least, I want to get done with 2 more bosses in this episode, hopefully an event, and also get a weapon that a commenter suggested to get that apparently is one of the strongest rogue weapons pre-hard mode. So that means, unfortunately for you, yet again, we're gonna have just a bit of a strange intro where where we're just running across our world. So what we're doing specifically right now is we are trying to get over to our leftmost ocean biome, because we are trying to discover the Sulphuric Seas biome. A commenter said that that was the name. I don't know how, I completely forgot. Whoa! Whoa, look at this! Look at a cute little house. Oh my god. What this is adorable. Is there anything cool in the chest? Just some building materials? That's awesome. I didn't know Calamity had custom structures like that in the ice biome. Also, actually, this same commenter, you know what? I'll just go ahead and put it up on screen. They left me an absolutely massive comment suggesting a bunch of stuff to do and like just being super helpful. So we're gonna do a few of those suggestions, and that's why we're actually going to the Sulphuric Seas biome right now. I'm not gonna go over everything they said, but basically, TLDR, they let me know that the Victide armor I have on right now apparently is terrible, which, you know what? fair enough. Victide armor, I feel like, was never even really that good before it got reworked, so like that's fair. So they suggested I should do the Acid Rain event, which we can do in the Sulphuric Seas biome, and that will give us like some new kind of sulfuric wood. And whoa, what is this? Let me finish what I was saying. It'll give us sulfuric wood, and then also like a few other crafting materials that we can use to, I think, craft some weapons. I'm not sure if they're good, but we can check it out. What is this? A tablet pedestal. Interesting. To enchant or disenchant something. This looks very similar to this thing down here that we found in the desert biome. There was some other weird like pedestal kind of thing and like this, I don't know, boss arena. And a commenter said that that was also for something later game. So like there are so many more structures and things to explore in this. That's interesting. Hey, and here we go. Wait, hold on. Oh, shit. Wait, did we just get lucky? Did we just get insanely lucky? Or does this, like, happen the first time you maybe, like, enter the Sulphuric Seas biome? Because what we needed is the Acid Rain event. I don't know why it's so small down there, the cleared thing. Maybe I can change that in the config. I know I definitely can. Yeah, the Acid Rain event is the thing we need to take care of to get like the new materials and stuff. And also we can go ahead and mine up some of this wood, because we also need some of this acid wood. Yeah, we're already starting to get some of the things we need. We need these, the sulfuric scales, and then the acid wood. And with these we can make, here it is, I mean just the new armor, and there's a few other weapons I can make. I think there's 1 or 2 rogue weapons. Yeah, there's one right here, the Contaminated Bile, which I don't know what it is. We'll just do this event. That's sick. Yeah, interestingly, I can't seem to find in the config like where to change the UI size of like the Acid Rain event down here. That's super weird though, because when we were doing the Goblin Army, I feel like it was normal size. I'm not sure why it's so small. Oh, wait, why did it just stop? Why did it? Okay. I'm pretty sure we didn't complete the event. We still had like halfway left to go or something like that. I'm not sure why it stopped, but like, I think we probably have enough of this sulfuric scale anyway. Like, I don't think we really even need that much. Yeah, you know what? We probably have enough. A broken water filter. Hell yeah, dope. Oh, this is like a cave. Oh shit, I can breathe in here. What the hell? Dude, they have changed this biome up so much. It looks super different from what I remember. Like, I'm pretty sure it never used to have like a giant actual opening like this. At least whenever I generated one, it was always kind of like all choppy and weird looking. This is really cool. I mean, we're not technically supposed to be even trying this right now, but let's see if we can like kind of make our way down here a little bit more. See if maybe we can like loot a few chests or something. Because if you guys don't know, the Sulphuric Seas biome has like this crazy deep, like, ocean biome, there's a ton of good loot down here. There's a lot of good loot, and if you go down far enough, there's actually some insanely crazy enemies. Yeah, I'm about to drown too. You know what? 9 health. Yeah, I think we'll call it there. But gamers, like I was saying, rise and grind. Welcome back. This is episode 4. And we already got into it, so we can kind of just go ahead and continue here with our episode to-do list. So, first things first, as you guys can see, the first thing we had on our episode to-do list was to do the Acid Rain event to specifically get ourselves a bunch of these sulfuric scales and also acid wood so that, like I said earlier, we can make ourselves this actual good rogue set of armor and then possibly this weapon, which I think I have enough to make the armor and the weapon, but I'm not too sure. We'll check on that later. Secondly, on our episode to-do list, I want to go ahead and fight our next boss, which is going to be Crabulon. Crabulon is a cool boss, and he's not usually that hard in regular Calamity mods, so, like, I'm not too sure what he's going to be like in Infernum. And then after that, because hopefully we should have time, because, like, those two things by themselves I don't think are going to take up too much time, we can go ahead and fight our next boss, which will be the Brain of Cthulhu. And I mentioned this in the intro of the video, but, like, there is that new weapon that we can craft, the, like, bouncing eyeball. The thing is, to get that, we need to fish during a blood moon. So if we do somehow happen to get a blood moon by the end of this episode, we'll definitely do that. But I'm not going to try and force that out. However, if we don't get a blood moon in this episode, I will probably try and get one in the beginning of next episode or off camera. Because actually, I think I do have the, like, tears. Yeah, like these bloody tears. So we can just summon a blood moon. But that's not, like, a super big priority. Especially because apparently that weapon is really good. And I would like to, like, try and use out some of these weapons before we get to the good one, because I'll probably be using the good weapon for a while, you know what I mean? We got the breastplate here, which looks suspiciously like a helmet, and then we got the actual helmet, and then there we go. Thankfully, we did have enough, kind of just barely enough, to craft ourselves the armor. Unfortunately, though, we only have 8 pieces of sulfuric scales left, and we need 10 pieces to craft this weapon here, like the Contaminated Bile, which we will do, but I guess in the meantime, I'll go back to the Sulphuric Seas biome and go ahead and grab that. Let's check out what this armor is going to be doing for me. So first off, I think our defense went up a little bit, yeah? Yeah, it went up by, you know what, like 5 points, was it? I think, yeah, hell yeah. Set bonus is 65 plus maximum stealth. Ooh, hold on, I already saw I got like a bubble jump. Oh, that is sick. Oh, that is super cool. I'm guessing that does damage to enemies as well. Attacking and being attacked by enemies inflicts poison. Oh, that's really good. Grants an additional jump that summons a sulfurous bubble, hell yeah. Provides increased underwater mobility and reduces the severity of sulfuric waters. Okay, you know what? Pretty simple, but that's pretty good. And also, I can see, like, my stealth bar. Yeah, that's really nice. How much is that increased, actually, by? Because it was, what is it? It's only 60 here. Okay, you know what? It's only a 5 increase. I thought it was going to be, like, 15 or something. But you know what? That's still really good. Thankfully, we do have enough of the sulfuric. What the fuck was I just trying to spell? So what I'm trying to spell is caustic, and I don't know how that happened, but also why can't we oh, we need to be near water. Okay, whatever. I was gonna say, thankfully we have enough of this sulfuric scale to craft ourselves the caustic tier so we can summon the acidic rain event ourselves, but obviously we need to be near water, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and craft this thing. I will do the event, and I'll meet you guys back here when we can finish crafting the other thing. There we go. That time we actually managed to, like, finish the acidic rain event. I'm not sure why it stopped the first time. My god, did we get a lot of scales, though. So now the thing we want to make is called the something bile. Here it is. Contaminated bile. It is a throwing weapon, obviously. And what it does is it throws a flask of sickly green irradiated bile, which explodes on collision. Stealth strikes make the explosion much more violent and powerful. Hell yeah. Okay, so is it tiles or does platforms work too? I'm imagining just tiles, but let's find out. Okay, well, you know what? Woo, that looked cool for the split second I saw it on screen, but yeah, it went right through the platform. So I thought this would have a much greater fall off, but it goes pretty. Wow. Actually, this throws really far. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is actually really cool. This seems really good. And then once I have my full stealth strike, it's just like a much bigger, explosion. Wow, that seems really good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This seems like a really, really good weapon. What better place to test this weapon out than down in the mushroom biome, right? Let's go ahead and find ourselves a Crabulon. I looked in the wrong spot. Here's a mushroom biome. Also, I am not gonna lie. This is just literally the sea phone bomb, but like, I said sea phone again. What the fuck? It's the seafoam bomb, but better. Like, this is what the seafoam bomb does, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess you're cool. You have some bubbles, and then there's this guy, and it's like the cooler older brother. Here we are in the magnificently beautiful underground glowing mushroom biome, and our plan is we're pretty much just gonna use like this big open space. I'll put down some platforms, but first I'm gonna blow up just a little bit of this area because like it kind of juts out. So I'm gonna explode like kind of a square in here. And hopefully that'll serve as a pretty good arena for Crabulon. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure how hard Crabulon is gonna be in Infernum. I don't feel like it's gonna be too hard, but I'm kind of prepared to be surprised. Hey, you know what? I forgot we got the Alchemist NPC Brewer to move in. So like, yeah, we pretty much have infinite potions now. I just gotta buy like 30 of each. Okay, you know what? We ran out of money, so I guess we kind of still do need potions, but honestly, I think like these few, and also I got myself some shine potions, that's probably enough. All right, gamers, well, here we go. Our arena is as set up as it's probably going to be because I don't really want to do more work to it. Honestly, I want to say this is going to be more than enough space, but truthfully, I don't really know. All we got to do is, I guess, just go ahead and fight this thing and figure out. So let's go ahead and spawn in Crabulon. Bam! Get it going. Here we go. Oh, interesting. Does that Crabulon music sound familiar? I wonder where you guys have heard that before. It seems to be a little weird to fight this guy. I think I made the platforms a little bit too high up. So like every time I go to try and attack him, he keeps on jumping up. So I think maybe let me stick a bit closer to him. Whoa. Oh, that is sick. I'm not gonna lie. This arena maybe isn't big enough. I think what it actually is it's just the platforms are just too far apart. Like he keeps jumping at me. All right, let's try this with another platform in between. And honestly, I'm not even sure if this weapon is the best weapon to use because like he keeps spawning little mushroom guys and there's a bunch of slimes everywhere. So I might want to try a weapon like this that has just a little bit more piercing. I'm not making excuses. Low-key, I probably should turn my monitor off night mode because it's kind of hard to see all the tiny little mushrooms floating around, but it's not an excuse. You know what? I didn't really consider it, but this might be a good time to really use the fishbone boomerang because this weapon allegedly is supposed to make the boomerang ricochet between enemies. It didn't really seem to work that well in the Eye of Cthulhu fight, but it might work a lot better in this fight. So honestly, it's probably worth a shot. Yeah, nah, low-key, high-key, the ricocheting just kind of still sucks. I do think it's probably my best option, though, maybe? I'm not too sure. When in doubt, just make your arena bigger. Look at this. Oh, dude, that was so much better. It's just those tiny-ass little mushrooms. Like, they're so hard to see. Dude, what? Why is Crabulon so hard? Dude, what the fuck? I legitimately just have no good way of dealing with the mushrooms, I feel like. I think the Scourge of the Desert's my best option, but they're still just so annoying. And there we go, gamers. Crabulon has been defeated. I gotta say, that boss is probably the most tricky boss I had to fight. I don't really think it was that, like, difficult. Like, I don't think it was actually hard or anything. I think it was just a little bit tricky to get it down. Mainly because I'm probably using these weapons, although I think I did find a good strategy at the end there. Pretty much what I had to do is basically exclusively throw my Scourge of the Desert upwards. That way it would like hit all the mini mushrooms that he would spawn, and it would still like go in the ground up here, and then it would do that. It would like turn around and come back down to hit Crabulon too. It was actually kind of cool. Honestly, like, I enjoyed figuring that out. That was a pretty cool boss. No way. No way was I not recording. No, how much was I not recording? What was that? Apparently sometime when I recalled back to my house, I stopped recording. That's okay. All we did was put down the relic. We opened up the treasure bag too, and I was talking about this thing. We got the sleek, my crew. I think that's how you say it. I don't really know, but basically this is a rogue weapon, and think of this like the feral claws of the rogue class. Look at this weapon. It is so dope. It is so awesome. Very close range, absolutely. However, this is a really good weapon, and I got like a little buff. You guys can see I got the mushy buff. Stealth strikes grant an explosion of fungi spores, and everyone on my team, which doesn't matter because I'm not in, you know, multiplayer, the mushy buff for 15 seconds. So absolutely, hell yeah. Also, we got this thing. The mushroom plasma root permanently increases the duration of rage. Oh my god. Rage by 1 second. Bam. Let's go. I feel like I've been mispronouncing my words a lot this playthrough. I don't know. I don't usually mispronounce my words so horrendously, but for some reason, Calamity Infernum is just bringing out the worst in me. And actually, you know what? High key, the fungal clump is a really good item. I think I'm gonna put that on in place of this, which this is really good. 12% increased movement and jump speed. I have the diamond hook, and the diamond hook is really good. I think we'll be fine. I think we can take off the brisk vital jelly. And if I'm being honest, guys, it is permanently time to retire the fishbone boomerang. Useless in both of the boss fights that we brought him to, so yep, it's over for that guy. We're gonna replace him with the much cooler and much awesomer my crew. It's such a weird word to say. Damn, actually, I haven't even gotten a chance to get like a good look at the fungal clump. That looks sick. This thing also got a resprite since the last time I played, and this looks really cool. I love this. You already know what comes next. We beat Crabulon, and now the final thing on our episode to-do list is to go ahead and take down the brain of Cthulhu. So obviously we're here in the underground Crimson, and we got a bunch of dynamite. I mean, I'm just gonna not beat around the bush. This is not nearly enough space to fight the brain of Cthulhu. At least I assume. You know, I guess like it could be enough space. I just highly doubt that it is gonna be, considering the amount of space we needed just to fight Crabulon, which I thought was going to be like an easy boss. So I'm not even going to take any chances. We're going to blow up a whole giant area in the underground Crimson. No, sir. Do not want to blow up my base. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Wow, what the fuck? We did a ton of... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We did a ton of damage to this guy. Can we blow him up with TNT? Is this like a strategy? Can we try this? Come on, just get a little bit closer to the TNT, man. Come on, just a little bit closer. Oh, now I'm missing my TNT. Nah, we're gonna die, bro. Yeah, nah, it's over. Now listen, you can call me crazy if you want. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like this might be an easier fight. I don't know why. It's just kind of like a hunch. I low-key feel like this fight's gonna be a bit more straightforward than Crabulon, but either way, we got ourselves the bloody spine. I might end up having to use this thing if, like, the creepers get too close, even if there are creepers. I actually don't even know. I don't know if he's gonna spawn creepers, but let's go ahead and get into it before any more mobs spawn or anything like that. The brain of Cthulhu, here we go. Okay, yeah, actually, he is getting pretty close. That's insane. Wow. You know what? He does damage. Am I supposed to try and... Oh my god, can you get the fuck away from me, sir? Oh my god. Oh, you are, like, aggressive as fuck. Holy shit. Oh my god, I didn't think he'd be so aggressive. Do I need to take out the creepers, or are they just, like... Are they just here? I think they're just here. It doesn't look like I can damage them. Okay, you know what, though? I got him down more than halfway. Now that I know he's gonna like try and eat my ass like super close up style, I feel like I can do a little better. Okay, so let's start the boss fight up here so I can fall downwards if I need to escape from him. Oh, never mind. He's gonna start downwards. Okay. Oh my god, dude, bitch, stop. Oh my god. This guy's a menace. Oh, this is fucking dope. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so cool. Also, I gotta heal. Okay. We're still doing okay. Oh, we were like halfway to adrenaline. That would have been cool to get. Ouch. What do I do here? What the fuck am I supposed to do there? Oh my god, I died right at the very end, but oh my god, dude! Somehow that was a much easier fight for me than Crabulon, which is insane because, like, high-key, I feel like that should have been a much harder fight, but our second try and we take down the brain of Cthulhu? That shit was insane. When he got into, like, his, I don't know, third phase attack or whatever you want to call it, and he, like, started firing a laser that tried to predict your movement, that was so cool. All right, gamers, I went ahead and slept and waited for it to be day just so it could be all nice and bright out when we put down our dope-ass relic. Dude, I actually cannot get over how good these look. Like, these are so cool. I cannot wait to display these in the eventual base that we make for this playthrough. But gamers, with that being done, that is not only going to be the end of the episode, but we can go ahead and open up our treasure bag. 3, 2, 1, bam. Yeah, you know what? Didn't really expect anything in here, but that's actually a lot of Crimtane ore. Like, that is a lot of Crimtane ore. Hell yeah, and also a lot of tissue samples, dude. That is very much appreciated. But gamers, with that being said, you thought I forgot? No! I could never forget all of you beautiful, lovely, amazing viewers, and that is why we are here in my wall of appreciation, where I come to give you, the viewers, some appreciation for liking and commenting and subscribing on all my videos. If this is the first time you are seeing my wall of appreciation, it is literally just that. I started the wall of appreciation back in our last playthrough, our Fargos Mod playthrough, just as a way for me to give back to you guys, to say thank you guys so much for supporting me and liking my content and like engaging with me by commenting down below. And we are continuing that right here in this playthrough, except we're going to do things a little bit differently. My last playthrough, I had the wall of appreciation in the beginning of my videos, and yada yada yada, a lot of people skipped it, which it's fine. Listen, I understand. If it were me watching this video, low-key, I would probably skip it too. So what we're doing is we're going to switch things up, put it at the end of the video, just because then hopefully YouTube won't punish me too bad, just in case people like skip around in the videos, because like the algorithm doesn't like if you skip videos or like skip sections of videos in the beginning. I love hearing your guys' feedback. I love hearing your comments. So if you want to be featured on the wall of appreciation, all you have to do is leave a comment down below in my videos. I try to put new people up on my wall of appreciation every time, so if I see you're a new commenter, I will be looking at that and, you know, see if I can put you on the wall. But any sort of comment will get you up here. It could be a funny comment, it could be a helpful comment, it could be a hate comment, which would actually be kind of funny. But today, the wall of appreciation commenter we are going to be adding up on the wall is actually the comment you saw in the beginning of the video today. We are going to be adding Terrarian cats to my wall of appreciation. Now, this guy is a commenter who has been here for a good while now. They've commented on a lot of my videos. I featured them on my last wall of appreciation for our Fargos Soul mod. This guy is just super helpful, and the full comment that they wrote, summon weapons aren't really weapons, so you can use them. That's what I mentioned that last episode, like maybe I could use summon weapons in this playthrough as well. I'm gonna try not to, but like if there's a summon weapon that I get as like a drop or that I see I can craft and it seems really cool, then like, yeah, listen, I feel like it's kind of game, like maybe I can use that. But again, this is a rogue only playthrough, so I'm going to try and not do that as much as I can. They also said if you shake cherry blossom trees, you have a small chance to get a Sakura bud, which if you throw in the water in the Sakura palace in the jungle, you get a vanity item, which is super cool. I definitely want to check that out. Also, they said I want chicken cutlets with, like, low-key a little bit of a flex from me because I had chicken cutlets for dinner, so I don't mean to brag. And then they said if you go to settings and go to video, I can switch the boss bar to Infernum, which will tell me if the boss is in rage or not. I tried to look at that before I started recording, and I couldn't find that setting, but I'll do a little bit more looking, but that does seem really helpful. Get fledgling wings, you will need it. I definitely should do that for sure. And also, the enchanted axe is the best rogue weapon of pre-hard mode, which is very cool because we can craft that soon. Not right now, but we can craft that soon. Thank you very much, Terrarian Cats. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of you commenters. And like I said, if you want to be featured on the Wall of Appreciation, all you got to do is leave a comment. But gamers, that is where I'm going to end the video here. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.